Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. The Bulldogs will have some work to do after that short return. This nasty, bitter feud, most of the years carried out on supposedly neutral ground, carries high stakes today, guys.
I'll tell you what's always fun about watching this game between Florida and Georgia is that there is just so much speed on the field. I felt that way when I played in this game. There's so much NFL talent racing around. The game just moves faster than most other games in college football.
I completely agree, but you did say the name of the game wrong. It's the Georgia-Florida game. In this rivalry, it's always played in Jacksonville, but speed, bragging rights, this game always matters to the fans.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd down, going up top. Get it out on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Dogs look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. Nifty little dance step. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. Now on 1st down from the 43. He's going to pass. He makes the connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Last time these two met, the Big Dogs ate as Georgia rolled easily.
And taking care of business in a rivalry game like they did, it means a lot. The bragging rights are even better. I can talk about stalking you out. Speaking of stalk, 2007, Mark Richt getting the team to run on the field, celebrate. Those are the moments that you think about in this series that mean so much.
Yeah, we talked to the Gator coaching staff. They said it felt like Herschel Walker was back toting the rock for the Bulldogs. I mean, they had no answer for Georgia's running game a season ago. And defensively, the Gators know they've got to be a lot more physical in this one.
He's moving out of the pocket, trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, That is a win.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big...
Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Motion from the offense. Fires to the tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
He's got it on the right. Makes the catch and knocked down. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Gators get enough to move the chains.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. He called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
They want to run it left here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet, and they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment, like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his man enough for the first. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's going to run it. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
They washed up on the guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Gators are in the red zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Florida! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 25 over Maryland. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Comes out throwing on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at that, but that usually equals a first down every
tough out here.
So don't forget about the run game. Keep
Pretty tough out here.
You've got a 3rd and manageable backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect
Jared Lacey. Like Gerald Hamilton.
Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. We saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass of just reading coverage and being accurate.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, settles down into an open
Dog
spot,
here,
making
man.
it easy for his quarterback. Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. There's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out fast. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Powers forward. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's third down. Run the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6.
Damn.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13.
There's a leak in his old business, y'all.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge
Fuck out of here,
game
Tom
in his
Lando.
fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Oh my
And the
God.
incomplete pass will bring up
That's
4th
crazy.
down.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. Almost
This shit crazy.
pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick 6.
4th down, and the punt team sent it the other way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
On the run, still looking.
Lord,
It's
have mercy.
incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that next play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing
Try y'all at this time.
just didn't have it.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dialing up a 2nd down pass.
Bye-bye.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. You've got this guy's ability Patriots are going to be looking for. 25 touchdown catches, that's impressive.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those
That
guys
ball,
that
nowhere
makes
pretty.
so big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Ball overran that big too fast.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking to throw on second down. He'll pull it down.
All right, keep on.
Short gain on the play before he slides. About to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw for it.
Yeah.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
It's the third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how
That nigga named Jason Mama.
this offensive line headaches and nightmares under this run.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do?
Man, my quarterback did bad or what?
Struggle the first quarter.
Oh, damn. He can't make simple throws sometimes.
Putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
The Gators are in the hurry up. Going up top on first down. He's got his man.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but it might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
You know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one.
Boy, that nigga took off so damn fast. He scared me with that damn route. I didn't know what way he was going. If he was going around the corner, I would have been through.
This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Open space at the 25. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Complete to the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Find that cheese.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Yes, sir.
And I just love that.
Being back slide.
Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead, you want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. He leaves it with his back. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes like the Gators and Dogs duking it out on neutral turf, you know emotions will run high. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but then he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turned down.
Yeah, that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Now he's looking to throw it. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the shotgun, they'll run it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some
I'm running back. I got hurt.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory?
Yeah, get 4-down territory on the side.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Sack in the middle. It's Reed. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! They've got the lead, trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. We've got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
From the gun, running back on the move. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll give it to the back. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Down this much against the best run defense in the entire country, you're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And the return will be brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete.
What's the flag?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
This nigga held after I got the first down. That's crazy.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first down. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We played 2K.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You can see all the contact as the ball was in the air. So you can't do it, and the referee's caught.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Nowhere to run on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones.
Calling blitz is crazy.
He's right on target. Knocked down at the 29-yard
There's no call back on me, homeboy.
15 yards on
I'll
the
take
play.
your
He's got a
ass up.
first down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback bought some time,
Quarterback
but
slow
not
as
enough.
fuck. I
Down
have
he
this
goes
creep
for
over
the
here,
sack.
but I'm playing with this.
The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one.
Lord, I'm
They're
like,
able to get to the quarterback.
And I tell you what, we kind of got to the point
come on,
where
shit.
we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the left. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they're set up at the 14. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Starting to feel a little pressure.
Just the ball,
And this will
boy.
be incomplete. A big hit
Just,
there. Forces
boy.
second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're going to throw it again. Finds his target down the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. As Florida fans like to say, come on Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. We're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier had such a great run with Florida.
I recruit these folks.
Taking care of business
That's
today.
a nice play.
They're not making this look like much of a ride.
And the returner could find
So
no
great to be a
daylight.
Florida Gator, huh?
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just don't remember Georgia being on off your team like this in real life.
Last drive, they got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Oh, excuse me.
Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Georgia lining up to fire it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll put that return to a stop of the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field positions. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Here comes the offense on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Quarterback checking the play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They've changed into the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic and intercepted.
So what?
And they'll close in on him after a
What?
good return on the interception.
What you want?
I just look at that good defense is out there. They're still
You hungry?
battling, they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Running with power. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Got some room in it at the goal line.
What's wrong?
He sprints to the end
You
zone.
hungry?
Touchdown, Georgia. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the block.
You look quarterback right through you, boy.
He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, he can take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he
Throw it away.
fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, these mistakes and move on.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Maybe 2
That
o'clock
kind of
on
pick up
that.
on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Tackled, but he has a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough.
What you want?
Offense here. They're trying to
Go get it. Just go get it. I don't care. Go get it. Where you gonna go get
You've
it?
got a pretty good lead here late.
Go the other way.
The defense knows that it's coming.
Yeah.
So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Run from the shotgun. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, the give, looking for room. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? From the gun, running back gets the give.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll ride the hot hand.
My 3rd string running back doing it. Kind of ass.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Oh,
the Gators
nah.
get it past the sticks.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch.
Victory.
Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Bama
Like
next.
this game probably falls precisely into the definition
Oh,
of
for the
a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team. And that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why.
Yeah, no, I ain't no man. I'm supposed to be right.
They had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward.
But I'll be right now.
Get the W. They did
Be
just
2
that.
top 10
They're
teams?
talented.
Shit,
They're
come on,
obviously
man.
motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis.
Third
This
one,
has
third
been
down.
another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Potato around here. We potato. Ball game. That's a ball game there, folks. Ball game. $1 bill. This nigga Rick is fucking ridiculous. That went on under commissioner, huh? Heard. Long string.